There was only one thing in his mind. How he could leave that town behind.
How's it going, guys? Trey Clark here, as I usually am. I'm going to jump right into this as I usually do. I have been looking around, like many of us have, and trying to make heads or tails of 2020. And I think we're forgetting that the news is good. I think that's our biggest problem right now. The script has been written. I was a borderline atheist for a while. I was listening to more Hitchens and Sam Harris than anybody, and it's witty and fun to listen to. But the script has been written, and the ending is good if you choose your role correctly. That's what I've been saying this for a while, and I've never heard it from anyone. This is just my own personal take. The script has been written, and I do believe it's the Bible. I believe they left out some books on purpose: Enoch, Jubilee, Ezra, that type of stuff. But the script has been written, and we get to choose our roles. That's where free will comes in. Because if it's like, well, if God had already planned your shit out from beginning to end, then what's free will? I believe we get to choose our roles, because it's the ship is moving. It's like a wave. The wave's going. You can surf it, you can fight it, you can get killed by it, you can do whatever. It just depends on your skill set and some moxie and, maybe some knowledge or whatever. Found out a very close friend of mine has a manageable blood cancer. And, I'm 48, and, we all start thinking about these things. I've got children that you quit thinking about, like, I just want to live for all these years. And then you quit thinking about it that way. It's like, I need to be there for them. I don't want them to be without their father, or my wife to be without her spouse. So you think about these things in a different way. And it's kind of a release once you realize that this idea that what are you afraid of? It's fear of loss. Everything can boil down to the fear of loss. All of it. If you ask me, my biggest fear is one of my children were stricken with an illness. Something terminal or painful or whatever. Something bad. That's to where, I can barely go there. And I still can't, so I don't want to claim to pass on knowledge with that. I know people who've lost children, and I'm already starting to get kind of tear-jerked. The idea of losing my life, or a loved one's life, yes. And I've had plenty of that. But losing my life, I figured out, once you let that go, you can operate in a different level. I never wake up on the wrong side of the bed. I never have. I've never understood depression. I'm blessed in that way. I'm also cursed in a lot of other ways. I'm very vice-driven. I'm very OCD. I can't sit still. I can't not do something yet. I'm not always getting things done, if that makes sense. But once I realized, like, the idea is the party is going to go on, and it was going on before we were born. In other words, why am I afraid? If I reduce it down to its lowest common denominator, which is basically fear of death or fear of loss, if I'm afraid of dying, what am I afraid of missing? Most people are pissed off anyway most of their life. Unfortunately, I really am happy most of the time, and it pisses a lot of people off. So I want to stick around for the party as long as possible. But I didn't mourn the loss of all the time before I got here. And this is oddly an atheist view. This is an atheist way of looking at things. You're not sad about all the time before you got here. Why are you sad about the time that's going to leave? You just go to sleep and that's just it. I don't believe that. I believe we've got work to do, and I believe it's infinite. And I believe that the news is good. I believe that everything gets better if you choose your right role. And as I look around, I see a lot of sad people, and it breaks my heart. And I know that I'm crass and I make off-color jokes. That's just my humor or whatever. Some of it's probably some kind of defense mechanism. I don't know, just to jar myself out of, paying attention to reality. But I see so much of it right now, more than ever in my life. Is it because I'm more aware? Is it more prevalent? I don't know. I think it is more prevalent, though, if I had to guess. And it does hurt me. And if I have any way to share this with you, it's just that I'm not just doing this just because I want to take up time. I'm really compelled to say these words. The news is good. We're created in the image of God. He doesn't make mistakes. He made us all exactly how we are. He put us in these positions. We've chosen roles, but the price has been paid. We don't have to earn the armor. We just get to wear it. How cool is that? I think it's pretty cool. And there are warriors, and there are people that do the back work. There are people that are not supposed to be on the front lines. And this seems narcissistic that I'm standing in front of the camera, but it's actually, I'm a musician that likes to play with my eyes closed. So it's not natural, but I am motivated for whatever reason, whenever something happens, to share what I share. And right now, I'm motivated to remind everybody that the good guys and the bad guys know how this ends. All of us do. And it ends well if you've chosen your role wisely. Cheers, guys. Hope you all have a good one.
There was only one thing in his mind. How he could leave that town behind. He had to give up the guitar to find a new life. Much to his band's dismay. He had to find a new way.